Are you sure you're ready? Okay, my cameraman is my husband today, and he makes me laugh, and he's always goofing off, so there's no telling what this is going to be like. But anyway, we decided to call this Cooking with Keita or Keita's Kitchen. How about that for a name? Anyway, today we are having breakfast up at the lake, and Mimi and Craig are coming over, and so I just wanted to show you how to make the dishes that I'm making. We're going to start off with French toast, and this is so good. This is the Sara Lee artesian bread, and it makes the best French toast you have ever put in your mouth. I made it for my son one day who really doesn't care for French toast, and he had a cow over it. That's how good it is. So when you make your French toast, get you some good bread. We're going to use eggs, milk. If you have cream, cream is the best, but milk will do. A little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of vanilla. And you use about, I would say, half an egg. One egg will do 2 pieces of toast. So just figure out how many pieces of toast you'll need and figure it out like that. Let's see, it'll be me, Barry, Nana, Mimi, and Craig. So I'll need like 10 pieces of toast, so I'll need 5 eggs. All right, you can. Okay, now he's wanting to go back on so y'all can see me cracking eggs. I mean that, you know. But he's the producer today, so I got to do what he says. That egg won't crack. Okay, so get all your eggs in there. Whisk them up. Look how pretty those eggs are. We buy organic eggs, and I'll tell you, the yellow in an organic egg is so much brighter and vibrant and prettier. And you honestly, I'm not just saying this, but you honestly can tell the difference in the taste of an organic egg versus a regular egg. And you say, well, what's the difference? You know, what's the big deal? It's a chicken egg, da 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 da. Well, what it is, add a little bit of cream. But what it is with organic eggs, the chickens are fed non-GMO food, and that does make all the difference in the world. And if you don't know what a GMO is, go look it up. It's very interesting. But I'll just say they're bad for you and you don't need them. A little bit of vanilla, maybe a tablespoon, but just, you know, everything I do, a lot, you can just eyeball it, but I'd say tablespoon, teaspoon, something in between that. And then just a pinch or a couple of shakes. About like that. What would you say, about 1/4 of a teaspoon?
Half a teaspoon.
Half teaspoon cinnamon. So you just got that all in there. And you want to whisk it real good together.
Stella likes to help.
Look at Stella. What are you doing, baby? You like French toast?
She wants to lick the spoon.
She does. And the smell already that's coming off of this. Oh, so good. And also, sometimes if I have a little orange extract, something like that, you can put a little bit of orange extract in it, and that gives it a really good flavor too. Put it along with your vanilla. All right, so that's all ready. And I'm just gonna set it aside with my bread, and we'll do this last, right before everybody gets here, and that way it'll be good and hot. Okay, now we're gonna make maple bacon. We went on a vacation up in New England, and at one of the B&Bs we stayed at, that was their bacon every morning. And we all fell in love. So when we came home, we started making it ourselves because we asked her how to do it, and it's so simple. You get the thick cut bacon, it works better. And all you do is lay it out on your pan. And I do it lengthwise, sideways, lengthwise, not up and down. And you just fill the pan up. Fill it up with that good stuff. When I have the whole family here, I have to do like 3 of these. And let me tell you, this stuff flies off the table. It is so good, and it's so easy. So anyway, you'll do that. And then, after you get it all filled up, you take real maple syrup. You can use like the Aunt Jemima or, whatever, the cheaper syrup that's not really maple. But you can find this and you think, gosh, that's expensive. But you can find this like at TJ Maxx and places like that in their food section for a really good price. And it really is good. But when you buy the maple syrup, you don't store it in your cabinet or your refrigerator like you do regular syrup. You put it in your freezer and it won't freeze. Isn't that weird? But real maple will not freeze. So anyway, take your maple syrup and then you just drizzle it over your bacon. And you put it in your oven on 375 and you bake it until your bacon gets brown. Some people like their bacon real crispy, so bake it until you can tell it's crispy. Some people like it soft. I like mine soft. But anyway, about 25 minutes, just keep an eye on it. And this, I promise you, will be the best bacon you have ever had. Ready? Okay, this is really my husband's forte. He's really good at it. He is the official cheese grit maker in our family. That and the party mix maker. He can make a mean party mix, and we'll show you that one time. But anyway, this is our cheese grit recipe. We are known around the world for this. We actually take people, like if we're staying at a B&B or something, we'll take them the stuff to make it with and give them the recipe because it is so good, y'all. It is so good. So anyway, you get quick grits. They can be yellow, they can be white, whatever kind you like. And I know a lot of people up north don't even know what a grit is. It's corn product, but trust me, if you came down here and went in a restaurant and ordered grits, you would taste them and kind of go, I don't see what the big hype is on grits. And a lot of people would go, yuck, these are gross. But if you make them like I'm fixing to tell you, you will make this a staple in your house every weekend because they are so good, y'all. They are so good. So anyway, you get quick grits and you use 4 parts liquid to 1 cup of grits. So like today we're making 2 cups of grits, so we had to use 8 cups liquid. And what we do, we'll do half the liquid water and half the liquid milk. And you really need to do that. It makes it much better than just using all water. All right, so we put our milk and water together, and this is fixing to boil. You bring it to a boil, and then you stir your grits in. Huh?
You put the butter in first.
Oh, you put the butter in
grits
first.
will stick.
Okay, see, I'm telling you, this is my husband's thing, not mine. All right, butter. We used a stick and a half of butter for 2 cups, right?
Mm-hmm.
For 2 cups grits, stick
Yeah.
and a half of butter. So when the milk gets hot, which it already is, in the water, you put this in. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. Is that all right, babe?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, don't burn yourself. Oh.
It's best to put it in when you turn the water on. We didn't do that. But we in a hurry.
He's kind of freaking out because he's got to film me. Okay, so you put your butter in. When it comes to a boil, you put your grits in, right?
Yep, and stir, stir, stir.
Yeah, you gotta stir, because if you don't stir, they'll get clumpy. And there's nothing worse than clumpy grits. And then, after you do that, this is the secret ingredient. Ready? Bum, bum, bum. Garlic salt. Garlic salt makes all the difference in the world instead of putting regular salt. And the thing about grits is you never can get enough salt in them. I mean, they just, I don't know, it's like they don't absorb it or something. But we put about a tablespoon per cup of garlic salt to the grits, per cup of powdered grits. So we'll be doing 2 tablespoons today. And after they get almost done, you need to taste it. And sometimes you might need to add more. But add at least 2 tablespoons, add a tablespoon per cup of the grits. And then the other thing you have to have is, this is the Great Value product, and they don't make organic Velveeta, but it's Velveeta cheese. And my husband said, well, you can use grated cheese, but it's not the same, doesn't give it the same taste. The whole key to this recipe is the Velveeta. And how much of this do we use, babe, per 2 cups of grits?
About a quarter of a cup. Well, I'm sorry, a quarter of a box.
Quarter of a box. So we're going to use about that much, right?
Yeah.
Today?
Yeah.
In our 2 cups. So
A lot of cheese.
yeah, a lot of Velveeta cheese. And once again, you know, all this has to do with your taste buds. So add it, stir it. When it gets all melted, take a, you know, bite. And if you think, oh, this isn't cheesy enough, add some more. If you think this isn't garlicky enough, add some more garlic salt. So it's really, really easy, really delicious, and it all has to do with your taste buds. Okay, so the milk is boiling. We got the butter in. You put that in first, like he said. Then you stir your grits in. And since there's milk in it, when it starts boiling, it will foam up. So you gotta stir it, you know, you gotta keep stirring it. And the whole time you pour your grits in, stir it. And you wanna stir it until you get all the lumps out of your grits. You don't like lumpy grits, like I said. And then just, you know, continue stirring it every now and then until it's done. So now we're gonna add the Velveeta. And I cut it up into little chunks, but he said, oh, just throw it in there, you don't have to do that, so whatever. Just add it in, and you need a really big pot for this. We kind of used too small one this morning. Of course, I picked it out, so he said this is his thing, but he said, you need a bigger pot, babe. I didn't think we'd make this many. So put your cheese in, and then, once again, stir it. And the Velveeta will just melt really easy and really quickly. And always have a lid too to put on top of the pot. For some reason, why am I putting a lid on it?
So it won't splash up and burn your arms.
So it won't
And
splash
it keeps
up.
the moisture in. Keeps it from drying out. Do you want to check the bacon?
Oh, okay. We'll check the
Turn the light on.
Oh, look at that. Look at that, y'all. Ooh, and it smells really good too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now we're fixing to do the French toast. I already told you what I put in it. And I'm just going to give it a quick whisk to get all the stuff stirred up well. And once again, everything I make is not rocket science. It's very easy. But you just dip your bread in, get it good and soaked. And I put butter in the pan. And make sure your pan's hot when you stick it in there. And you just let it bake on both sides. You'll flip it in a little bit. And when it's good and brown on both sides, it's ready to go. And it's really good, y'all. I promise you'll like this recipe. And if you use this bread that I told you about, it makes the perfect toast. Okay, so now we're gonna flip them. And oh, that one's not ready, but that one was. You see how it's brown? It doesn't have to be brown all over, but anyway, that's how you know they're ready. See, ooh, that one's perfect. Let's see what this one looks like. Nope. So I got to flip these two back. But this is what you want it to look like, guys. Show them the plates over there. Okay, guys, so this is our meal. It's a great breakfast. It's easy to make. It was quick, and trust me, it's gonna be yummy. So y'all have a good day. Have a good rest of the weekend, and we'll see you later.